Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another video for Ultimate Alliance 3. Now we have the Nintendo E3 press conference which was just earlier on today, and we got a brand new trailer for Ultimate Alliance and it looked absolutely awesome. The game is just looking better with every trailer they bring out, and we got a ton of new information as a result of this trailer as well. So what we'll be doing in this video is we'll do a breakdown of it. Now before we go into the breakdown, I'll play the trailer in full just so you can actually enjoy it first, and then we'll work our way through it. So here we go.
Death by our hands is not an honor they have earned. They deserve something much worse.
Even with this stone at my command, this may not be a battle we can win.
Whatever's happening, we can beat it. Keep fighting.
Jump in anytime now, darlings. They will pay for what they've done in blood.
All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
So how awesome is that? It made the previous trailer that showcased the X-Men and the Brotherhood look rather tame in comparison, to be honest, and that was a pretty amazing trailer as it was. So what we'll do now, we'll watch the trailer in full. I'll actually take you through some stills I've taken from it of new playable characters and also new villains as well. We start off here with the first new villain that we were introduced to in the trailer, and we were introduced to quite a few of them, and they actually look really great. I really do like the art style, but of course the first one that we've seen in the trailer was Dr. Octopus. We then have Hela and Executioner. The design for Hela looks absolutely incredible. It looks like they're potentially in the throne room of Valhalla, and you'll notice in the background that it also looks like Hydra have taken over Valhalla. The next brand new villain we were introduced to was Mysterio. A lot of people probably won't be too familiar with him, but with the Spider-Man Far From Home movie coming out, he's certainly a villain that will be a lot more popular going forward. The final villain we were introduced to just at the start of the trailer, then we got so many in quick succession, it was amazing, but it is MODOK. You can see he's got all these aim guns there as well, and it looks like potentially he has took over Wakanda. You can see the big panther statues in the background there. In a previous trailer then we've seen Thor facing off against Surtur, and I was very curious if you would actually get to fight him, and as you can see from this trailer here, that certainly is the case. You get to go toe to toe with Surtur, which is awesome. I can't wait to see what other larger than life villains we get to fight as well. But the reason I took this particular screenshot is you'll see that Magneto is actually a playable character. He did show in the last trailer as a character that you fought against, and it wasn't specifically spelled out that he would be playable, but we've now had that confirmed. So playable Magneto, how awesome is that? We have another brand new playable character here. This one's quite hard to see with all the visual effects going off, but at the right hand side of the screen you'll see the iconic yellow vest of Luke Cage, and you can see that he's swinging his chain as well. So we knew we were getting Iron Fist, we were getting Daredevil. Luke Cage has been confirmed, so I'm pretty certain that we will get Jessica Jones as well. This next screenshot here was taken from a cutscene. We actually have some gameplay of the character as well, so they are confirmed as playable. Now this is Elsa Bloodstone. She's a character that I guess would probably be playable, because in a previous video for the game we actually talked about the fact that one of the tags for the teams you can build would be the Midnight Suns, and Elsa Bloodstone was one of the characters that was available as a Midnight Sun, so that just leaves us needing Blade now to be confirmed, so I'm crossing my fingers. So we have another new playable character here we didn't know about before. We did know about the Midnight Suns tag that I've just talked about a moment ago, but we didn't have any confirmation up until the trailer. So Ghost Rider will be available in the game. You can see him wielding his chains, and he's going to be absolutely awesome. And I know so many people that follow the channel that will be exceptionally excited about this. So this next screenshot gives us our first look at a character in action. So you can see Wasp at the right hand side there. It is easy to actually miss her, but it looks like she will be our smaller form when she's fighting. You then have Elektra, who's another brand new character, so that's great. And you can see they're facing off against Bullseye. Whether or not Bullseye will be playable, I'm not sure, but you've got Elektra confirmed, you've got some gameplay of Wasp, and you can see a new villain in Bullseye, so pretty nice for one screenshot. Later on in the trailer then we got some footage of the Nova Corps in action. Now we had this cutscene here, but after the cutscene you actually seen some gameplay, and it did feature some Nova Corps characters, but I couldn't see if it specifically featured the likes of Sam Alexander or Richard Rider, and I couldn't see any kind of reticule under the character to signify that they're actually playable. So the Nova Corps are definitely in the game. Whether or not they are playable or not is not entirely clear from the trailer. This screenshot here doesn't show off any new characters, but it does show off Elsa Bloodstone in action, and it's quite easy to miss, but at the right hand side of the screen I'm pretty certain that that's Black Panther. You can see the purple glow coming from the claws, and it looks like he's using some kind of stealth move to jump across the screen, so it's interesting to see our first footage of Panther in action. This next shot, potentially from the look of the background, I think this might be in the same arena that you actually come across Dormammu by the looks of it. So that's the villain at the end of the Doctor Strange movie. Now the reason I've included this is we can see Hawkeye in action, although I have showed him off at the beginning of this trailer. You can also see Falcon. We've never actually seen him yet, so you can see the red wings in the middle of the screen, and he's just slammed down on a target as well, and then you've got Psylocke just above him about to slam down. It seems like a lot of characters have that move. Final screenshot we have here is another character that we knew was already coming to the game, but this is again one of the first times we've actually seen gameplay of them. So it is Crystal. You can see during the trailer she actually fires off some fire attacks, and in this instance you can see that she's firing off an ice attack as well, and I'm pretty sure that's the Kree and Nebula she's going up against, so that'll be quite early on in the game. Finishing up here, as if all this wasn't good enough, what we've seen in the trailer, they give us information on expansion passes that will be coming to the game. From the wording down the bottom, it looks like these will all be separate expansion passes, so it's nice to see that we'll have a steady stream of content over time, and fingers crossed we'll get even more as time goes on, and hopefully if the game is successful. But first one that it's mentioned here, and this isn't necessarily the order of them, would be the Marvel Knights. Now looking on Wiki, the Marvel Knights consists of the likes of Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, Moon Knight and Dagger. Now we've already had it confirmed that Daredevil, Doctor Strange and Iron Fist will be playable, so that leaves potentially Shang-Chi, not quite sure about him, Moon Knight and also Dagger. I think there's a strong possibility we could get Moon Knight because he's coming more popular and I see a lot of requests for him. So that's the Marvel Knights characters, they could be coming in that particular pack. We then have the X-Men pack. Now if we look at the X-Men characters that are currently available in the game and confirmed as playable so far, we have Wolverine, Psylocke, Magneto, Nightcrawler and also Storm. So it's a pretty nice starting lineup, although it is still without a doubt missing some of the very popular big hitters that are included as part of the X-Men. So characters that could be included as part of this pack, and I would say there's a strong chance they'll come to the game in time. You've got Gambit, he's a big fan favourite. You've then got Iceman, you've got Rogue, you've got Emma Frost. They two are particularly popular from what I've seen. Colossus could be a character that would come and he'd be an awesome tank character. You've then got Cyclops, he has to be in there surely, and then potentially Professor X as well, because I believe he was available in previous Ultimate Alliance games or even the X-Men game. Let me know in the comments below if I'm right or wrong about that, but I'm sure he was. But that's the characters that could be coming via the X-Men DLC. And then finally, to finish up here, the Fantastic Four as well. So they're coming back to games. They're, I think, potentially available at the moment in Marvel Future Fight. They'll be coming to Strike Force in future, and then it's confirmed they're coming to Ultimate Alliance 3 as well. So this most likely will just be the 4 characters. So it'll be Sue Storm, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing and Johnny Storm. So with the game allowing you to play 4 characters at a time, you could run a full Fantastic Four team. absolutely awesome. I was extremely hyped for the game as it is. With every trailer release, they're just making it look better and better. So roll on next month. I've already got time booked off work to play it and do content for it, so I cannot wait. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the trailer they showed off, what characters you're looking forward to, what characters you were quite surprised to see in the trailer. Personally, I was quite surprised to see MODOK in there, but I was very happy about it. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.